sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Does that annoy you? Hello there. Crying out loud, another day of me speaking absolute nonsense. In this specific case, score prediction time, even though I went through it yesterday. And I'm reading this here live. James a doubt for Watford. What? Really? Why is he a doubt for Watford? Why? What's wrong with Reece James? Crying out loud. Let's have a quick look at this, shall we? Why is Reece James a doubt for the Watford trip? He is a doubt because, once I can read it, because he's lying on the floor. I can't even read. I can't even see where it is. And the answer is, I can't even be bothered. I can't even be bothered to open up this page here. 3 out for Watford, while further trio will be assessed. There's Thomas Kuchel. There's no news here. Reece James, Jorginho and Timo Werner will have to wait and then decide. All finished training with us today. So basically you're clickbaiting us. Nearly small then. So, Carl, what have you got for us today? Producer. Well, what have you come up with? Lots of ideas. But what have you come up with, Carl? Well, still going to go with Do We Need 'Em? That's old, mate. That was last year. Right, new ideas. We're going to go with Rockbusters. Again, that was last year, Carl. New. Well, I was thinking of the word rituals and thought of rituals, yeah? Again, thinking of the title and working out, yeah, you get the idea with that. Oh, bloody hell, man. Steve-O, you know you're live. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is score prediction time. Hello to anybody that is joining us right now. Well, joining me anyway. For the next, God knows how long. 30 minutes, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'll be about 40 minutes or so. And what we'll do is the usual thing, really. Score predicting the games. I pride myself on my predictions. And what I mean is I'm normally in the right ballpark. Whether I get the actual score bang on or not, I don't know. But for argument's sake, if I was to say, like, I think it'll be like 1-0 to West Ham and it ends up being 1-0 to the other team that they're playing, what I'm really saying is it's going to be a very close scoring game. I usually do my bets at the moment of under or over, and I've missed out by literally because of last minute goals thanks to Crystal Palace this week just gone, and last week was because of Norwich. Lost out on a bit of money because of those, but hey, we move forward, and at the end of the day, Lino will be listening in with his ears, listening in, seeing what I'm going to be predicting again. So I always give a bit of background on the history to each game. I've literally just hit the live button, to be honest. I've just been doing some stupid videos for my little thing, and then I've just hit live for this. So I'm going to go on the usual site, whoscored.com, and we will crack on with predicting the scores for these games because I've got some good news. So I can't see why Jason will say no. He hasn't replied yet, but basically tomorrow, myself, Jason, along with Semi-Sweet Potato, Karma Baby, Harbour Boy, and hopefully another moderator. If not, we're going to put out to, well, we'll get one of the moderators to specifically nominate potentially a member of the community to possibly cover the final game, but we'll be covering all the matches tomorrow evening, which is quite a lot. 6 games tomorrow, 4 of them starting at 7:30, and the other 2 being 8:15. Yeah, so Aston Villa versus Man City is at 8:15, and Everton versus Liverpool. So I'll obviously be covering the Burnley game, Wolves versus Burnley. Semi-Sweet Potato said he wanted to cover West Ham versus Brighton. Karma Baby, being an Aston Villa fan, will be covering Aston Villa versus Man City. And then Harbour Boy will choose Watford Chelsea, because I'm assuming Jason will want to watch Everton versus Liverpool. I don't know. But yeah, lots of games tomorrow evening. We're going to be covering them no matter what. And ironically, I'm not really expecting a high-scoring game week, if I'm honest with you. I think this game week could be quite a low-scoring affair. And I genuinely can't believe it's tonight. A friend of mine at work even reminded me that there are games tonight. I was just like, what? Oh, yeah. It's crazy. It's all quick and fast. And yeah, you can all do your score predictions in the score predictor game. So I'm giving you a heads up now. Get them in. I haven't even done it yet. I may even just do it while we're live on air. I may just type them in or something as we go along, because it would just make my life kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So, but it's all on Amazon Prime, so you'll be able to watch the games as well live along with us. Admittedly, it's a shame they don't do, unless they do multi-screen, but they don't, do they? So you'll only be able to watch the one game. And I think the most exciting game for tomorrow evening is probably Watford versus Chelsea. I think that's going to be one of the highest scoring game weeks this particular game week, if I'm honest with you. Let's just say hello to a few people that have joined us. Welcome. Well, Josh Castle, 1:30 in Australia. Why aren't you in bed? Why aren't you in bed for? Go to sleep. Bloody hell, there's a lot of you here. There's a lot of people here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Why aren't you at school? Denver, Heavy Metal, Zawar, FPL Seb, FPL, I used to be first, Seb. In fact, Firetog sent me well, not me, but he put in the members chat, I think it was. Was it members chat, Firetog? He put in the who's been top of the table of the Rivals League each week. And once Discord loads up for me, I'll be able to tell you how many times Firetog was up there, how many times FPL Seb was up there, because he was doing very well in the Rivals League. Unfortunately, he's dropped. Yeah, there we are. Bloody hell, Seb. You were number 1 for 6 weeks, not in a row. So, game week 1, it was Patrick McNally. Oh, wow, he's got first, second and third. Seb, you've done really, really well. And you've just dropped off a cliff, unfortunately. So, first was Patrick McNally. I don't think I've read that name out ever since, if I'm honest with you. We've got then Nick Treadwell game week 2, Treadwell game week 3, and then Seb took over for the next 3 game weeks. And in game week 7 it was Jack Lee. Seb then for another 3 game weeks took over, and then it's been 3 different ones. So we got Stex, Coolio 2-Foots, and now Lino top spot. And as I keep saying, the Rivals League is really shaping up to be something exciting. And I think a lot of people in the Rivals League have got a few decisions to make, because some of them, like John Harris, have got 2 transfers to make. And there's going to be quite a few other people that have got a couple of transfers to do. So that's all cool. Hello, Niraj, JC, FPL Sparta, ABJ. Hello, pal. We've got here Ayush, Gabriel Derops. Gabriel Derops always here. Wayne Dean's here. This is the first time he's actually been here live, normally commenting on the comment section. Podner, hello, pal. Always good to see you guys. Penguins here, afternoon, pal. I see James being benched versus Watford. He started 4 times. Well, thankfully, I've got, what do you call it? Smith Rowe to come on for him if he doesn't play. Barry Shuttleworth. Bonjour, Steve-O. Penguin saying I brought in Maddison and Jota for Foden and Townsend. Excellent transfers. Again, excellent transfers. Ramanathan is here as well. Roll on the Super Cup. Yes, absolutely. Best league in the FPL world is the Rivals League, says Wayne. Well, you're doing very, very well, aren't you? You're doing extremely well. Nick's here. Hello, Nick. Chris Tinson's retracted a comment. I wonder what he said. Harry Dawson. School, I'm 37. I'm 37. 37. Are you having a laugh? Is he having a laugh? I think that's the fifth reference we've had to The Office or Extras, in that specific case, Extras. Right then, everyone, you know the drill. Let's crack on with the score predictions. And yeah, we kick off tonight. And it's going to be so weird, because when this all kicks off, well, I'll be watching WrestleMania. I don't know which number it is. WrestleMania 14, so 1998, when Austin beat Shawn Michaels, but I haven't seen any of it. I just know the outcomes of all these things, but I've never seen any of it live. So I'm watching WrestleMania, well, not now, but I'll be watching WrestleMania. And then by the time that's finished, I'll be going to bed, which will be about approximately 6 o'clock-ish, something like that, which is when the deadline kicks in. And then I'll be waking up, have my breakfast and whatnot, stick an old YouTube to see, well, Newcastle versus Norwich. I saw someone with a really good rank has decided to bring in Pookie and captain them. Bold, but I think I'll go with bold. Very bold decision indeed. Going with Pookie, but they're up against Newcastle. It is it's a must-win game, isn't it? To be honest with you, it's a game in which both teams need to win. Certainly Newcastle haven't won a game all season, which was quite surprising. I'll just quickly go through the head-to-heads, the last 6 fixtures. Very high scoring indeed. So we've got The last game ended 3-0 to Newcastle, and that was at home. 0-0 Newcastle versus Norwich. Norwich 3, Newcastle 1, Norwich 2, Newcastle 2, Newcastle 4, Norwich 3, Norwich 3, Newcastle 2. So it's expecting to be a minimum of 3 or 4 goals in this game tonight. Can't see it myself. Cannot see that myself whatsoever. I'm expecting this. In fact, let's just read what whoscored.com has said in the preview. Let's make this sound professional, because professionalism is, and that is what I want. Yeah? Because when you're happy, Carl, the listeners are happy. So, in the preview for this game, Eddie Howe's first game in the dugout as Newcastle manager ended in a 2-0 defeat to Arsenal, having missed a 3-3 draw with Brentford the week prior due to illness. Norwich followed up a 2-1 win over Southampton in Dean Smith's first game in charge, with a 0-0 draw with Wolves at the weekend. Newcastle are rooted to the Premier League table and 6 points from safety, while Norwich are one place. Alright, John. Are one place and 3 points above them. Form would point to Norwich picking up some sort of result, but the history, there we are, favours Newcastle. Newcastle are unbeaten in their last 10 meetings with Norwich. Last suffering defeat in 1988. They're going with a 1-1 draw. So Hill, if you're watching, 1-0, either way, 1-1, 0-0. Oh, this is going to be dire. Although, I think that, saying that, I think Eddie Howe's going to want Newcastle to go for it. Will it play in Norwich's hands? I've always said 2-1 in this fixture to Newcastle. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Newcastle. Let's type that in. The old score predictor game. Which team will take the most shots? Definitely Newcastle. Bloody hell, that's an easy one. That's an easy question. Anybody predicting? Anybody? Anybody at all? John, well, here it is, John. Johnny boy. John 1-1. Mukras 1-1. ABJ 1-1. Shadrach 2-2. FPL Seb 3-0 Norwich. You're definitely having a laugh. Denver 0-0 for the blanks. Yeah. Harry Dawson 4-3 Newcastle. Forget it. Forget it. Norwich just can't seem to be able to score. And Newcastle, on the other hand, well, we've seen their problems of late. Let's just see what potentially well, no, we've already done all that. Let's move on to Leeds Crystal Palace. Again, it's going to be words to the same effect of 1-0 either way, 1-1, 2-1 either way. These games, these two first fixtures are horrific. Now, admittedly, let's get real here. Who has Newcastle players? Nobody. Who has Norwich players? Cy Bellamy. Leeds, obviously, it's Rafinha. Crystal Palace, you've got the likes of Gallagher. In my case, Guaita. You've got some people with Zaha. Townsend is Penguins. Oh no, Townsend plays for Everton, doesn't he? Townsend. Again, it's another tough fixture. Can I see Rafinha scoring? Yeah. I think I might just sit on the fence with this. I think I might just go with a 1-1. Let me just let's do a bit of research. Research. Woo-hoo. Research into this game, shall we? Let's just see if I can help myself predict this particular fixture. Well, I'll go with the history first. Dates back to 2011. Leeds won 3-2. And then 1-1. 2-1 Leeds. 2-2. Crystal Palace 4. Leeds 1. And Leeds 2. Crystal Palace 0. So results all over the place. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. 3-2. 2-1. 2-2. 2-0. I can't see it being that high scoring. Although, again, Crystal Palace can't defend. Leeds are susceptible to conceding. Let's just see what the form is maybe suggesting regarding this particular fixture. When it comes to Leeds being at home, they're terrible. 1-1, drawn 3, lost 2, scored 6, conceded 9. Although their last 3 fixtures, they're unbeaten at home. 1-1 and drawn 2. Crystal Palace away from home, very similar record to Leeds at home. 1-1 drawn, in fact it's exactly the same. 1-1 drawn 3, lost 2. But they've scored 9 goals, conceded 13. Like Leeds, drawn 2 and 1-1 in their last 3. I think this is going to be based on that. This could be a high scoring game then. 2-2, maybe. I think I'll stick on the fence. I think I might just go with 1-1. I think I'll go with. Do you know what? Stuff it. Let's go with 2-2. Let's go with high scoring 2-2. Which team will take more shots? Let's go with Leeds. Yeah, Crystal Palace like a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go with the 2-2 draw. Quickly see what some of you guys are thinking. I mean, FPL Aussie's going 4-4. Forget me, that ain't happening. But Shadrach 2-2. Dazid 316 says, I just kicked your ass. 1-1 he's saying. 2-1 Palace FPL Seb. 2-1 to Palace Ram and Nathan. ABJ saying 1-0. Yeah, Benteke, Corey. That's another one people have. King Yang-Zhu, hello mate. 2-1 to Palace. A lot of Palace's things here. Denver saying, locking your team, just waiting on Stevo's pick of the week. Oh, right, okay. Lukaku. There you are, done. See you later, Denver. Cheers for the support. What is the preview, though, saying regarding this particular fixture between Leeds and Crystal Palace? We'll find out. So they predicted 1-1 between Newcastle and Norwich. I went 2-1 to Newcastle. Leeds could only manage a 0-0 draw with Brighton at the weekend as their struggles continue. They have only won 2 of their opening 13 games and currently sit 3 points clear of the bottom 3. Crystal Palace's 7-game unbeaten run came to an end at the weekend after losing 2-1 at home to Aston Villa. Yeah, tell me about it. They should be confident of bouncing back here against a struggling Leeds outfit, and they're going with Leeds 0, Crystal Palace 1. Well, let's hope that comes through. But what I will say is that what I can say for definite is whoscored.com when it comes to predicting Premier League is specifically the results are rubbish. I can tell you that for free. There's nothing wrong with free. Always free. Here we are, Denver. My pick of the week. Chelsea assets, attacking wise. Get on them. Lukaku. Ooh, the history. All in Chelsea's favour. Chelsea 4, Watford 2. Watford 4. There we go. Here's the pattern. Watford 4, Chelsea 1. And then here we go. All in Chelsea now. All Chelsea wins. And again, here's the patterns. Watford 1, Chelsea 2. Chelsea 3. Watford 0. Can you guess what the next result is? Watford 1, Chelsea 2. Chelsea 3, Watford 0. So the pattern is going to suggest 2-1 away to Chelsea. What a strange pattern that is. 2-1, 3-0, 2-1, 3-0. I can't see Watford scoring here, to be honest with you, though. Not me personally. I'm going to go with a safety net of 2-0. I think that Lukaku, if he plays 90, well, certainly the majority of the game, let's say 65, 70 minutes, I think he's going to get a minimum of a double-digit haul, whether it's a goal and assist, 2 goals, 2 assists, I don't care. But I'm going to go with a 2-0 comfortable victory. Which team will have more corners? That'll be Chelsea. I think Chelsea are going to be wanting to gather a bit of revenge after that particular fixture against Man United. ABJ saying 3-1. Denver saying 2-0 Chelsea. Naraj 2-0 Chelsea. Podner saying Watford 1, Chelsea 2. Lukaku blanks. If he starts, and like I said, if he plays a majority, like 75% of the game, he scores. He has to score. Shadrach saying 3-0 to Chelsea. Vish saying, I think King or Dennis could get a return against Chelsea. Huh. Really? Okay, interesting. Yeah, sorry. I haven't missed the games. It's the fact that I'm going with. I have missed the game. Southampton, Leicester. You are right. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll just continue with Watford versus Chelsea for a second. The preview for this particular fixture, credited to whoscored.com. Got to credit them. They don't think that Lukaku starts, so their starting lineup. So this will interest people. So whoscored.com starting lineup: Mendy in goal, Rudiger, Christensen, Chalobah, Azpilicueta, Barkley. I'm assuming that's Jorginho. Niguez. It's got to be the... Who's that? Who's Niguez? Oh, Saul. They think Saul's going to play. Saul Niguez. Right, okay. Right, well, they think he's going to play. So, Pulisic, Mount and Havertz. Thomas Tuchel will make changes to the side that started Sunday's disappointing 1-1 draw with Manchester United, particularly as Chelsea face West Ham on Saturday lunchtime. Kante, Kovacic and Ben Chilwell are all unavailable. Tina Werner, Reece James and Jorginho are all doubts despite managing to train on Tuesday. Thiago Silva has started all 3 games since the international break, and it would be a surprise if he started here. Havertz, Saul, Mount, Lukaku, Christensen, Azpilicueta, Pulisic and Ross Barkley will all push for starts here. Watford continue to yo-yo from one extreme to the other, as I said the other day. They followed up their 5-0 defeat to Liverpool in Claudio Ranieri's first game in charge with a 5-2 win over Everton, and now they have followed up a 4-1 win over Man United with a 4-2 defeat to Leicester. Exactly. Chelsea saw the lead at the top of the table cut to just 1 point over the weekend after they were held to a 1-1 draw by Man United. Chelsea were the better side throughout, but had to come from behind to salvage a point, and after spurring a lot of chances, they should take out their frustrations, as I've just said, against Watford here, and I completely agree, hence why I'm going to go with 2-0. Now, you were saying about... Here we are, yeah. Southampton versus Leicester. Southampton versus Leicester. I fear Jamie Vardy. I have a feeling that, as I said the other day, I didn't bring in Jamie Vardy. I brought in Kane instead. Now again, I know his game was cancelled, but the point being is that I didn't bring in Jamie Vardy. He scores 2 goals, and I think this game he scores again. Leicester can't defend though, but I think that... Oh God, this is horrible to call. I'm going to go 2-1 to Leicester. I think. Like I say, Leicester can't keep clean sheets. I have a fear Jamie Vardy's going to do well. Who will have the most yellow cards? I'm going to go with Leicester. Let's quickly see what Who Scored say about this particular fixture. But people won't listen. Leicester 1, Southampton 2. Southampton 0, Leicester 9. And then here come the 2s and the 1s. Leicester 1, Southampton 2. Leicester 2, Southampton 0. Leicester 1, Southampton 0. Southampton 1, Leicester 1. Oh, God, it's all over the place, isn't it? All over the bloody place. So Southampton have won 2 and drawn 1. There's a lot of red cards. 3 red... It's interesting. 3 red cards in this fixture. And ironically, on 2 of those occasions, Southampton have still held on to either draw or win. The only time they got battered was that 9-0. I remember covering that game. That was mental. And that was a weekend where we were all laughing at people that own Leicester players, I think it was. And look what they did. And they were differentials, I think, at the time. In fact, let's just have a quick recap of that particular game, shall we? So this is the recap. So Ben Chilwell scored in the 10th minute. In fact, let's do a quiz question, shall we? Ben Chilwell scored in the 10th minute. Ryan Bertrand gets sent off. Who scores the next goal for Leicester? Who scores the next goal for Leicester in this particular fixture? Thank you for the kind words there. You're lucky I've just seen that. Jawar. Cheers, dude. I don't know about quality. FPL said Perez. No, Cameron Rawcliffe, Perez. Barry Shuttleworth, Perez. Ramanathan, Madison. FPL Aussie, well done. Corey Langridge saying Vardy. George Ephramindes, Vardy. Yep, it was Tielemans. So Tielemans scores the second in the 17th minute. Then it was 3-0 in the 19th minute. Perez. Then in the 39th minute, Perez scores again. Then it's Jamie Vardy. I'm sure it was... Who was it? John Harris? Was it John? Was it you? That had Vardy? Someone had Vardy captain or something. I can't bloody remember who it was. So Jamie Vardy made it 5 on the 45th minute. Then in the 57th minute, Perez gets his hat-trick. 58th minute, Jamie Vardy scores. And then it's not until the 85th minute, James Maddison scores. And then Jamie Vardy scores a penalty. And penalty. Quality, eh? Oh, God. Jamie Vardy gets a penalty at the 9-0. And Ben Chilwell gets a goal and 2 assists in that game. Plus a clean sheet. Flaming hell. It's crazy. Jamie Vardy got a 10 out of 10. Perez got a 10 out of 10. Chilwell got a 10 out of 10. Madison got a 9.3. Tielemans a 9.0. That's crazy. Harvey Barnes got an he got an assist. That is demoralising. What does WhoScored.com say about this particular fixture when it comes to their preview? Oh, Tielemans they think is going to be back. An update from Leicester manager Brendan Rodgers suggested Jamie Van Madison is fine to start on front. Right, so that's a bit of old data there. I don't know why they've done that for. Okay, this is interesting. Southampton have failed to win their last 4 league matches, drawn 1 and lost 3. They are only above the bottom 3 on goal difference. Leicester came from behind to beat Burnley last weekend and strengthen their grip on the top 4 finish. The Foxes have won 4 of the last 6 in the league and are only 2 points off second place Man City. Leicester have won their last 2 fixtures at St Mary's, although those fixtures tend to be close affairs. Yeah, they're going 1-1. I mean, they've going 1-1. Like I say, I'm predicting 2-1 to Leicester. I think certainly I'm going to be monitoring Maddison. Certainly going to be monitoring Maddison. Tielemans, I'll be monitoring as well. So they could be coming in for me in the near future because Leicester's fixtures are excellent. If I shouldn't say so myself. Yeah, imagine having Barnes in that game. Yeah, I probably did, to be honest with you. I think I may have had Maddison in that particular fixture. Oh, another horrible game. West Ham versus Brighton. West Ham, Brighton. God almighty. 1-0 West Ham. I think that's what I'm going to do. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. 1-0 West Ham. There's my prediction, 1-0. I wonder what you guys are thinking in this game. I mean, I don't know what's happening with West Ham at the moment, but are they slowing down? Is Europa League finally caught up with them? I'm going 1-0. Who will score first? It ain't. Let's just put it on Bowen. Forget Antonio. Let's just put it on Bowen. Seeing as Nick Treadwell's got him in. There we are. Jared Bowen. Done. Actually, yeah, let's leave it on Bowen. Let's see what Who Scored have got to say about this particular fixture. Probably not much. Not much, to be honest with you, because this is going to be terrible. Barely. In fact, if this ended 0-0, it's the classic line from me. It would not surprise me if this ended 0-0. this particular fixture. Head-to-heads. So the history, high scoring. Wow. Lots of high scoring draws. So apart from the one win, so there's only been one win in the last 6 fixtures. In fact, should we do a quiz question on that? So the last time there was a win in this particular fixture, Brighton won 1-0. Who scored the goal? Who scored Brighton's only goal in their 1-0 victory? Let's see what you guys are thinking on this particular game while we're waiting for that. 0-0. Dazid saying 2-0. Hammers 2-0. 3-1. Denver's saying 2-1. FPL Seb March. No. Naraj Mopay. No. Clue for the year. Oh, well, it doesn't matter now. Well done, Aussie. Well done, David Lacey. It was Glenn Murray. All right, then let's see if these people are cheating. Then who got the assist? Who got the assist then for Glenn Murray? I'm not going to lie. I've never even heard of this guy. So who got the assist for Glenn Murray? Josh Castle, Aaron Moy. No, I'm afraid it wasn't. You probably weren't even answering that anyway. I don't think any of you will get the answer to this because Lionel Messi, yes, well done. Podner, Pascal Gross. No, it wasn't. Unfortunately not. I've never heard of that player, so the answer is, I'm afraid it isn't Mapu. Dan Byrne, no. Niraj saying Gross, no. I think, well, we haven't got cheaters then. That's a good. Solly March, no, I'm afraid not. Does anybody remember this person? Because I certainly don't. I don't have a clue who this particular individual is. The name is someone called Kayal. 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 Who? He is now playing for... Current team Israel. So he doesn't even play for a club team anymore. He just plays for Israel. Biram Kayal. Does anybody recognise that name? Who is that? Yeah, never heard. Yeah, exactly. Who is... Johnson's saying, he said, I'm sorry, mate. Where's your cut-off point? Yeah. He went home and he got his laptop out just to prove it. So yeah. Anyway, but back to the history of this particular fixture. Like I said, lots of high-scoring draws in this particular game. I can't quite see a high-scoring draw in this. If anything, it's going to be a low-scoring draw. If anything. We have, so apart from that 1-0 win, it was West Ham 2, Brighton 2, Brighton 1, West Ham 1, West Ham 3. So it's all at West Ham. West Ham 3, Brighton 3, West Ham 2, Brighton 2, Brighton 1, West Ham 1. So if it's at West Ham, it appears to be a high-scoring 2-2. I can't see that, though. Brighton cannot hit a barn door at the moment, and West Ham, well, again... It's one of these games where I will not be shocked by any result that happened. And what I mean by that is, if it did end, if it ended 2-2, I'd be like, what the hell? Even if it ended 3-3, I'd be, but 2-1 either way? Nah, I wouldn't be shocked. Even if it ended 2-0 to Brighton, I would not be surprised. Actually, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would be surprised at that. West Ham have lost back-to-back Premier League for the first time since April. Brighton were booed off by their own supporters after Saturday's 0-0 draw with Leeds. Brighton are now winless across their last 9 matches. In all competitions, drawn 6 and lost 3. The last 5 matches between West Ham and Brighton have all been draws, and they're predicting a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I'm going 1-0 West Ham personally myself, but if it ended, like I said, if it ended 1-1, 2-1 either way, something like that, I would not be surprised whatsoever. Wolves Burnley. This could be anything. This could be absolutely any score you can imagine, and it could happen. But me personally, do you know what? can see us nicking this. I genuinely can see us winning this game. And I really do think we're going to win this, despite Wolves' recent form at the moment being pretty good. Can I see it being 0-0? Yep, absolutely. Can I see it being 3-3 though? Yeah, I can. It's more in favour of 0-0. God, what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying on this particular fixture? 3-0, 1-1, 1-1, 3-1 Wolves, 1-0 Wolves, 2-1 to Burnley, 1-1, 4-2 B. Blair is saying to Wolves. 2-0, always 1-1 when it comes to Wolves, yeah. Fassel Jen Min saying 2-1 Burnley. Yep, 2-1 Burnley. 3-2 Burnley. There'll be one goal in it, Naraj is saying. Yeah, I agree. 1-0 either way. Let's see what the history is saying, shall we, lads? Shall we, lads? Lots of ones. Wolves 1. Burnley 0. Burnley 2. Wolves 0. Wolves 1. Burnley 1. Burnley 1. Wolves 1. Burnley 2. Wolves 1. Wolves 0. Burnley 4. I'm in favour of Burnley here. Let's see what the preview is saying in this particular game. I think they're going to go probably 1-0 to Wolves, if I'm honest with you. They are saying, if I can get it up, Wolves have only lost one of their last 8 Premier League matches, but would have been disappointed to have only drawn 0-0 with Norwich. Yep. Burnley's game against Tottenham was postponed this weekend, should benefit from the time and rest. Burnley have only lost one of the last 7 in the league, but have drawn 5 times in that spell. Yeah. Let's just quickly see the actual form at the moment of Wolves, the last 6 fixtures, or at home anyway. Let's see how they're doing at home. They've won the last 3. I mean, they haven't scored many. They've scored 5 and conceded 6. Blimey. At home, they've won 3 and lost 3. Whereas Burnley, they've won none, drawn 3, lost 3, scored 6, conceded 12. That's suggesting to me Wolves win that. And I want to do quite well at the score predictor game. So I'm going to go. I'm going to say here that I think we're going to beat them. I just have this feeling we're going to beat them. But officially, I'm going to put Wolves 1, Burnley. No, I'm going to put Wolves 2, Burnley 1. But I think that we're going to do them. I think. Which team will have more possession? That's easy. That's Wolves. Ooh, onto a game where a lot of people have got a lot of assets. Specifically Man City. Aston Villa, Man City. Could this be a game where someone pops up out of the blue? Gundogan, maybe? Maybe. I think this is where... I think Man City keep a clean sheet in this. I think it's going to be I think not a dire game, but I think Man City are going to do a professional job here. I think personally it's going to be 2-0. Let's just quickly see that's what I'm going to be predicting. I think I only predict 2-0 to Man City every bloody week. And the history is, away from home, Man City always concede. So they've beaten Aston Villa 6-1. They've beaten Aston Villa 2-1. And beating Aston Villa 2-1. There's been 3 red cards in this fixture. 2 of them the last time they met, which was at Aston Villa. The only time they keep a clean sheet, Man City, is at home. 4-0, 3-0 and 2-0. Wow. The last time these met, it was 2-1 to Man City. The goal scorers that day were... is that Bernardo Silva or David Silva? Well, Silva got 2 assists and Rodri and Foden got the goals. Stones was sent off in that game, and it was Matty Cash getting 2 yellow cards in that particular fixture. Gundogan got a yellow card. Diaz played in that game, but no Cancelo. But yeah, I'm going to be personally predicting 2-0 to Man City myself. Maybe even 1-0 I can see happening in this particular fixture. I think Man City just want to get the job done. Who will score first? Let's just go with Gundogan, because everybody seems to be talking about him. So there we are, Gundogan. What are you guys quickly thinking on this game? I can see Aston Villa scoring, Fizz is saying. ABJ saying 3-1. Josh Castle 3-1. Watkins to score. Shadrach saying 3-1 to City. Lots of threes. 3-0 Naraj. Fizz saying 2-1 City. Ramanathan 2-0. Seb saying 2-0. 3-1. Johnson is saying Penguin is saying 2-1 to City. City aren't great this season. They're flaming rubbish, full stop. They're just so boring. Hoping Stevie G gets his 3rd win in a row, though. Yeah, he could do. He could do. But I think that I'd like to think that Man City will keep a clean sheet here. God, this next game. Oh yeah, what's the preview saying for this particular fixture? Let's quickly find out. They are predicting that. Oh, they're saying that, well, this could be old data. They're thinking that Foden may start. I don't think he will. Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva and Mahrez and Ederson will all expect to return to the starting 11 on Wednesday. Did Ederson not play on Saturday? Is that right? That can't be right. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, he did. What is this nonsense? Wow, what a reliable source. This has become hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Let's just see what they say in the preview anyway, whatever. Steven Gerrard has won both his opening 2 matches in charge of Aston Villa. Villa followed up their 2-0 win over Brighton with a 2-1 win over Crystal Palace. Man City beat High Flyers West Ham 2-1 at the weekend, although the victory was easier than the scoreline suggests. City have now won 5 in a row in all competitions. City are unbeaten in the last 6 trips to Villa Park with 5 wins in that time. Villa have made immediate improvements under Gerrard, but defeat is expected for the home side. They're saying 2-0, so basically the 2-0 isn't going to happen. It's going to be 2-1. Guarantee you now that because of that, like I said, who scored a rubbish when it comes to predictions, so it looks like they're going to score. But yeah, Everton versus Liverpool, horrible fixture to call. Horrible. Lots of clean sheets. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool 5, Everton 2. Liverpool 1, Everton 0. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Everton 2, Liverpool 2. Liverpool 0, Everton 2. Flaming now, they're horrible predictions, aren't they? I mean, I've got to give. I'm giving the game to Liverpool. I'm predicting 2-0 to Liverpool. It's a home derby. It's at Everton. I mean, look. Last 3 results against Everton, 0-0, 2-2, 2-0 to Everton. Horrible. I think Liverpool edge it because Everton are just absolutely woeful. Rafa Benitez welcomes former club Liverpool under serious pressure as Everton manager. Everton are winless in 7 and have lost 5 of the last 6. Injuries have made it really difficult for Everton to get out of their current rut. Liverpool, though, have won 3 in a row since losing 3-2 to West Ham before the international break. Liverpool have scored 10 goals and conceded none in that time. Recent matches between the two sides of Goodison Park have actually been relatively dull affairs. There have been 3 0-0s and 8 draws from the last 9. Bloody hell. With Everton still missing a number of key players, it's hard to see that trend of draws continuing here. Liverpool should really hammer their rivals in midweek, and they're predicting 3-0. So that basically means that it's either going to be Everton 3-0 or not. This is horrific to call, but I'm going 2-0 personally. Yeah, Rafa knows what to do. Penguin is saying 4-0 Liverpool, Seb. FPL Sum is saying 3-0 to Liverpool. Dazid's saying 2-0 to Liverpool. 5-1 Shakalaka Mecca. Leka 5-1. Liverpool to surely score at least 2 goals and a clean sheet, George is saying. Oh, God. Again, horrible game to call, but I'm just going Everton 0, Liverpool 2. I think Liverpool's quality shines through. Which team will have more possession? Because all Everton are going to do is sit back. That's all they're going to do. This is why I'm going to be toing and froing with the captaincy. Spurs versus... So for Thursday... So remember, just to let people know that hopefully Jason... I'm almost certain Jason is going to say yes. But me and Jason, along with 4 other moderators, we're going to be covering the 6 matches tomorrow evening. So all 6 matches are going to be covered tomorrow evening. I'm going to be covering the Wolves versus Burnley game. We've got Semi-Sweet Potato said he's going to do West Ham versus Brighton. Karma Baby's going to do Aston Villa versus Man City. Harbour Boy's going to do, I'm assuming, Watford versus Chelsea. Just waiting on another moderator to get back to us to cover Southampton versus Leicester and Aston Villa versus... Everton versus Liverpool, but I'm assuming Jason will be doing the Everton versus Liverpool game. Assumption, being the mother of all, what. But I think that, it's going to be quite a low-scoring affair. Like I said, across all these games, a low-scoring affair. And talking of low-scoring affairs, we move on to Spurs versus Brentford. I'm just going to call it now 1-0. 1-0. That's it. Done. Which team will have more corners? Spurs. Done. And the history, there won't be any history, and even if there is, it's going to date back to like 2010 or something like that, because I can't imagine these two have played against each other much. And the answer is, 0-0, 2-0 Tottenham, 2-0 Tottenham. In fact, here we go. It's all been in the League Cup. Always the same. All been in the League Cup. Who scored Tottenham's opening goal against Brentford? Who scored Tottenham's opening goal against Brentford in a 2-0 win? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? There's the question. The last time these played, it was 2-0. Who scored for Tottenham? Last year, Ramanathan. Last year. Dyer, no. Son, no. Ali, no. Bale, no. Shadrach, no. It wasn't Son. Yay, Aussie. Unless you're cheating, Aussie. Congratulations. Sissoko is the answer. Whoa. Sissoko. Doesn't quite work. The people that played that day, pretty much the team that we know Brentford are. So, yeah, Kane did play that match. He blanked. Son and Sissoko scored, and Ndombele and Regulon got the assists. So all you Regulon owners out there, Karma Baby. So the preview is suggesting Tottenham win 2-1. Tottenham have won 7 of their last 8 home matches after comfortably beating Leeds 3-0 the week. And even though that's not true, yeah. So this is all dated. This is old data, so I'm not going to read any of that. I do expect Kane to score in this particular fixture, but do I captain him over Salah? I don't know. I don't think I can. I'm going to see what the popular voters are going to be doing. I still can't get my head around the fact that it's tonight. It is tonight. What are you guys thinking this particular fixture? Aussie knows everything. Aussie predicts the next question. Yeah, good. Yeah. Penguin saying, I see Brentford getting a point. Kane to blank again. I'll tell you what. If Kane does blank, I'm thinking, Christ, why the did I bring him in? B. Blair saying, I'm going to captain Kane. I'm torn, mate. I am torn with the Kane. Let's just... yeah. George saying, Man United versus Arsenal, very, very difficult to predict. Yes, it is. Honestly, low scoring game. Low scoring. 0-0. 1-0 either way. 1-1. I think... 0-0, 1-0 either way, 1-1 or 2-1 either way. I'm going to need the current form at the moment when it comes to both Man United and Arsenal. So, Man United at home. Jesus, God almighty. They're 14th in the table. 1-2, drawn 1, lost 3, scored 10, conceded 11. Last 4 matches, lost 3 and drawn 1. They lost the last 2. Whereas Arsenal away from home, they're 11th. Oh my God, they're even... Look, listen to this. This is terrible. Arsenal away from home, 1-2, drawn 1, lost 3. They've scored 3 goals. What? They've scored 3 goals away from home and conceded 11. Last 4, they've 1 drawn, 1 lost. Bloody hell, that's terrible. Then in that case, I'm going 2-1 to United. But which team will have more yellow cards, Arsenal? Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 United. But no, in fact, I may even go 2-0. No, because Man United always concede. No, I'm going to go... Do you know what? I'm going to go 2. I'm going to go bold. Man United going to keep a clean sheet. You've heard it here first. Man United to keep a clean sheet and a 2-0 win. That's what I'm going to go with. 3 goals. That is... Fizz is saying 0-0. 1-1. Seb, George, 1-1. Penguin, 1-1. B. Blair, 1-0. Kyunju, 2-2. Forget it. Depends who's in charge for us. You know, isn't it that Rangnick or whatever is stupid? Rangnick is not in charge yet, is he? Carrick's still at the wheel. Yes, that was mental. That was what, no graphics. Arteta yellow card. That was incredible. Do you know what? A lot of you are persuading me for a draw. I think, yeah. I think 1-1. No, stuffed a lot of you. I'm going to go 2-0. Hell with it. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 to Man United. I think I'll go with. Player prediction wise, I'll go with Mendy. Actually, who's pretty much guaranteed a clean sheet? De Gea. Right, let's give point target for De Gea. I'll go with a cheeky 3. I'll go with 3 because at least I get the points if he gets more. Defender wise, defender. Let's go with. Whoa, WrestleMania. I don't even. Let's just go with. God, I don't even know who to pick. Tomiyasu. No, he's in the same game. Bloody hell, this is difficult this week. Let's go with West Ham. Yeah. Let's go with West Ham. Who's a West Ham defender? Who plays for West Ham? Do you know what? I don't even know. I can swear, stuff it. What the fuck's going on? Does anybody even know that reference? What the fuck's going on? Leave it in the comments below. Zuma, yes. Zuma. We'll go with Zuma. So I have to scroll all the way to the bottom now. Zuma, 6 points. Yeah. I'll go with Son to score. I always seem to put Son. Actually, should we go with Fernandez? Yeah, let's go with Fernandez, 5 points. And then striker-wise, we'll go with Jamie Vardy. 6 points. Done. Save your predictions. So I've gone with De Gea, Zuma, Fernandez, Jamie Vardy. Did I put 2-1, did I? Yep, I put 2-1 to Man United. Happy days. Save all your predictions. Done. Cool. That's that. That's finished. That's moving on. So we'll quickly finish on what I'm doing with my team. I still don't know. I'll just see what FPL mate's doing. I'll just copy him. I mean, I'm joking, but I'm not. So there. Just need to scroll up a bit more. We got Guaita in goal. Cancelo, James, Trent, Diaz, Cornet, Salah captain, Gallagher, Antonio, Jimenez and Kane. If Reece James doesn't play, I've got Smith Rowe at least coming off the bench, which my assumption is Reece James doesn't play based on what most people are saying. So Alan, Hudson-Odoi is a differential, yeah. Go for it. Kane plus Norman Wisdom to Jota and Wilson worth a -4. Nah, not when Brentford are at home. Not when Kane's at home to Brentford and Jota's got a tough game. Wilson there. It could pay off. I mean, Jota and Wilson, could they make up the -4? Yeah, they probably could. Yeah, stuff it, why not? Go for it. Yeah, do it. Ramanathan saying, Cornet to deliver points this week. I think, like I say, we're really attacking this year, but we're not defensive enough. I think you can always count on Cornet doing something every single week. Bloody hell, have I really been speaking for an hour? Blimey. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Carne. That was what was I doing? And then all of a sudden, you what do you call it? I forgot that I was recording or something like that. Does anybody know why you can't upload? Why you can't screenshot off YouTube and upload it to Twitter? Does anybody know? I can't seem to screen record off my phone anymore and upload it to Twitter. It won't allow me to. Does anybody know why? Thinking of getting Cornet for Bremen. Yeah, do that. Yeah, very good. Reckon Watford score against Chelsea, Steve-O? No. They can do, but I think Chelsea do. I think Chelsea do what Man City will do, which is a professional performance. I don't think there'll be many goals this particular game. I really don't. I think it'd be quite a low-scoring affair. Uncle Juicy CV saying, you nearly have my triple City defence there. Yeah, I just need Edison, don't I? But they'll keep a clean sheet for you. Nah, it's nothing to do with that fantasy world order. It's not even let me upload this. It's not even let me load Elite FPL clips, so I can't upload them. Yeah, that's true. Chris Tinson, the Saints will be letting goals in this week. I must admit, Denver, if you're still here, Leicester worry the hell out of me. Ramanathan saying copyright. Well, if it is, then it must have only just come into play. Literally over the last 2 or 3 days. Shall I play Livramento, Brandon Williams or Hernandez? Who the hell's Hernandez? Cuco Hernandez. I don't have a clue who that is. Who does he play for? Hernandez. Hernandez. Do you want to say that again, Steve-O? Yeah. Hernandez. Who the bloody hell are you? Come on, where is it? Who's Hernandez, Fantasy World Order? Gravy Dave thinking this will be a low-scoring week as well. Ramanathan, you mean you can't put clips up of your own channel? No, that's my point. You can't put any... Oh, Hernandez for Sarr. Again, you own him, do you? You could play anybody, to be honest with you. You could play absolutely anybody of those three. They're all absolutely useless. So go with Livramento. At least he's a safe pick. At least I think that if I was doing betting, which I don't know if I can or not, I would be going with Newcastle, Norwich. Oh, God. Over 2.5 goals. Leeds versus Crystal Palace. No, Newcastle, Norwich under 2.5. Leeds, Crystal Palace over 2.5. Southampton, Leicester over. Watford, Chelsea over. West Ham, Brighton under. Wolves, Burnley under. Aston Villa, Man City technically under, but I'd probably put over. Everton, Liverpool technically under, but I'd probably put over. Spurs, Brentford again technically under, but I'd have to go over. And then Man United, Arsenal technically under. When I say technically, what I mean is that, like I say, Spurs 2-0, 2-1. Man United again 2-0, 2-1. It's all horrible games. The only high-scoring games I can envisage is Chelsea and Leicester. Possibly Burnley, but I think Chelsea, Leicester, maybe Crystal Palace tonight. Well, Crystal Palace Leeds game tonight. Rest of it, ooh. Sarr is out for a month. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Same with Ben Foster. Oh, yeah, sigh, Christ. Forgot about that. I think Sai brings in Ramsdale. That's what I'm thinking. Right, I've got to get going. I've got to get in shutdown mode. What can I say other than, as ever, thanks everybody for watching. Join myself and hopefully, I'm going to assume Jason will be. Myself and Jace will be covering, along with 4 moderators, the games tomorrow evening. It all kicks off at 7:30, so we'll be going live about, I'm guessing, 7:15, something like that. And then, yeah, we'll be reacting to all the games. And as ever, thanks for joining myself. And yeah, if you're new around here, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. God, it just gets worse, doesn't it? Subscribe. Do you remember that woman off Big Brother, Belinda? Belinda. Why are you saying that 3 times? Well, my dear. Because if I say it 3 times, you'll remember my name. Oh, yeah, good point. So that's Belinda. And yeah, I'm going to clear off and see you all around. So, see you all tomorrow. Take it easy.